5. Boop-a-doo. Minimize, minimize, minimize. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Turn that. Change that. Boop-a-doop.
I always love the getting started
2,
noises.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Does that make sense? 7, 8, 9, 10. There's
Whoa!
one missing.
I'm getting an ad for Imperium Magazine.
Ah, oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Are you going to subscribe?
No.
Oh.
I am going to read those articles, though.
I have to go grab the 8th model.
Yeah, the most important part is the articles, everyone. Gotta get those sweet, sweet articles in.
Woo! All right, sorry I'm a little late, everybody. I had to get ready some more things than usual. I have a giant bucket of water next to me so that I can clean my airbrushes. Because I watched a bunch of Marco Frisoli No Just Meca videos. And I want to try some things with the airbrush that I haven't tried before.
Interesting.
Also, I was using NYX Renegade Chrome Badger. And this is a sexy-ass airbrush.
Yeah, I like it. It's nice.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what kind of a price point that guy comes in at?
No.
Ah, okay. Well, it's too bad that we can't figure it out.
Yeah, I can look
Maybe
it
I
up
can
in
send him an
just a
email.
second. Probably.
Just clean up my workstation.
I'm gonna
a little
say,
bit.
was it $200? Was it less than $200?
If it was less than $200, I'm gonna buy one during the stream.
You really liked it that much?
I really like it. The only problem is the nozzle is
Sticky?
obnoxiously small
Yeah.
and annoying.
Yeah, that's why I have the other airbrush too.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that one, I do all my priming and base coating, and then I have that one to do all the detail.
Yeah.
Let's see. Watch it be $500.
Mm-hmm.
It was just an insane amount, but I told myself it was cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Lucky
Can you
bet.
imagine doing that?
I cannot. Lucky bet. Ooh, Date the Hun. What's up? K&A Creations. Hi everyone. Jedi Warb. What up, pimps? Flipping on Do That 88. Subscribe by Productions. Hello. I'm watching Watchmen. Oh, I love Watchmen. I actually like that movie a lot. I also love the book. Flipping on Do That 88. Finally, Doctor Whom 1023. What's up? I only want to watch it. EOB evening, boys. David Kreisberg. Marco rules. Oh, yeah, he does. God, watching him paint is like, it's like magical. Not a wasted step. Ever.
It's you can order it right now for $111.
$111.
I feel like I bought it for way more than that.
$111 for the Renegade Chrome?
Yep.
Damn.
Here, let me how much did I pay for it? Because I bought it in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, yeah, I spent $120.
$120. Interesting.
So, there you go. It's actually cheaper now.
Interesting. I have to check. How easy is it to get parts?
It's Badger.
Badger,
So-
that's true. Badger's really good.
I have not had to replace anything. I also don't paint as much as you. So.
Mhm. Well, I guess we'll see today. I'm going to be using a little bit of the Renegade, and then mostly I'm going to be trying to use my Infinity because I want that 1.5 needle nozzle magic. But
Yeah.
also, Marco, he sprays literally quarter-inch away from the model. And I think that's
Wow.
that's a lot of how he's able to get so precise and accurate. Jordan Stoll, hey, first time watching here, getting into 40k and trying to grow my painting skills. Yeah, we've come to the right place because we have like 500 videos that you can watch, of course, after the stream. Jedward, what's the plan on these Scions, Jay? I have about 20 of these dudes and I need painting, but I'm holding off until I find a scheme I like. I think I'm going to be going black cloth, black armor, red cloth, and gunmetal weapons with a blue tinge. And then I haven't decided either a green glow on the glowy bits. CT7479, yo Jay, why the new intro? Because we hate the fans!
Exactly. Also, we want to go back to maybe a little animated stuff. People like the animated. We like the animated. and someone reached out to us about helping us make an animated intro.
Ooh, you know what's one thing? With the, I don't know, maybe you know about this with the airbrush. I haven't been able to backflow.
That's weird because I do it all the time.
Do you? Maybe it's not as easy because it's got that tip. Maybe
it's
I just
hard.
can't get a good seal.
It's really hard. Yeah.
But usually you can get different tips. Just the tip.
Yeah. That part's completely replaceable, and I don't really love it. That one, the one that it came with. But yeah, I like it.
Let's see, I think I'm gonna start out. You know what? I don't really like airbrushing with Reaper paints. I'm gonna find a different color.
Take that, Reaper.
It's good paint. Yeah, I'll use this color.
All right. I'm going to be doing some 3D modeling as always. This is going to be a little tricky.
What color will I use?
Orange.
No.
Jedward. What are you painting signs for? Working on another kill team?
Yeah, I'm doing a 10-man TEMPESTUS Scion kill team using the Compendium Guards Compendium. What's the Games Workshop name for Imperial Guard? Adeptus. No. Astra Militarum Army.
Wow.
I also need my water.
Prime 1 Collector. New intro slaps. Loki Blood Raven. I like the new intro. Flip No Doodad. I like all the intros. Yeah. I really like the new one. It's cute. And that orc actually killed Jay. And that's why the orc's wearing the apron. That's the lore behind it.
Navy Monkey just broke the ponytail off of my beast boss. Sprue Goo to the rescue. I only want to watch it, so I'm finishing up my Burnas, and I just realized they take up almost the entire base. What can I do for basing? You can still do all the same things.
It's true. There isn't a lot of room in the front because there's the big hoses and stuff.
Yeah, it's all business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah. So it is a little tricky. I went very simple. I went sand. That's what I did. So. And then I do have some, like, I 3D printed some little bits and bobs that I made to make them a little bit more beachy. Prime 1 Collector, I like to drink my brush water after long paint session. EonsOfBattle does not recommend that, but go for it if you want to.
Well, I can't figure out how to backflow, and now my shirt's got brown paint on it. Perfect. I think it'll be fine. Yeah. I'm spraying hot. I probably got it at 35 psi. I'm starting with brown, but I don't think there'll be much brown left at the ends. This is just going to be the base that I build off of. Jason M. Hey everyone, I'm drinking by myself in a haunted house. I'm going to get by a ghost. How are you in a haunted house?
I don't understand what's going on. I think someone's lying.
Unless like your normal house is haunted, like where you live. In which case, you're probably safe, because ghosts have killed no people ever. They always just kind of poke you, or push things off the shelf like a cat, or make noises in the night like a cat.
They might just be cats that snuck into your house.
I remember once my friends and I were talking about ghost stories, and we asked my friend who had a bunch of cats, hey, do you ever hear noises in the night? And he goes, yes, they're called cats. Yeah, I wonder if cat owners report 100% less ghost encounters than non-cat owners.
Right, and that's just because they don't realize that it's not the cat, it's the ghost. So that kind of also means that if you're a ghost and you don't want to get caught, you wanna be with a cat.
Yeah.
Home with a cat in it. How do I deal with these corners? What they always say to do when you're making something is put off the stuff that's hard until last.
I 100% agree.
Lord Vish, cats have probably killed more people than ghosts.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, cat's body counts is probably surprisingly high. And then, like, once you die, like, they eat your eyeballs and stuff.
Which I think is fine. Yeah, I don't need them. It needs it.
Joseph Patton. Zach Baggins almost gets killed by a ghost on every episode of Ghost Adventures. He has a 1-up invuln save against ghosts. Oh, Zach Baggins. He's a ghost bro.
Ghost bro?
Have you ever watched Ghost Adventures?
I have.
He's like, come at me, ghost. Yo.
I wish I could lie for a living.
Oh, I almost called it perfectly how much paint I was going to need. Just a little tiny bit off. All right, 2 more drops. Peter Blantastic, my next kill team will be Chaos Space Marines with Noise Marine upgrades. The Noise Marines with guitar will be the Sergeant Proxy. Oh, that sounds awesome.
I like it.
That's probably too
Ziggy
thin.
Supreme, my cat sustains itself entirely on paint water. Might not be a good idea, but okay.
So do I.
Yes, I can confirm that to be true. We have to take several days off every week because Jay is sick. We could probably do 7 videos a week, but since you've been drinking all that paint water, it's impossible.
But the paint water is the only thing that lets me paint.
Mmm.
There we go. And now I have this big
like,
old thing of water.
Kind of like Spider-Man being bitten by a spider. He becomes Spider-Man. Ooh, that's a fun noise. Hope everybody's enjoying that. Also, nobody's mentioned anything about the compressor not being loud at all.
Yeah, it's almost like it's a different compressor.
Yep.
God, I can't wait for my identical compressor to show up and just suck.
I hope it sucks.
That was actually surprisingly effective. I just dunked the top half of the airbrush into the bucket of water and then just ran it. Nick gets to watch me manhandle his airbrush.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, you fucking get in there.
There we go. All right, can I do more with this? Let me switch to the Infinity. Is everybody loving the airbrushing ASMR?
Ooh, I really like it when you manhandle my brush.
I cleaned this yesterday, which hopefully will mean it won't clog up.
LOL. You're funny.
Power Surge, I promise I'm not high. I believe you. Annie Crimson, there's an airbrush pool? Also, hey everyone.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, I guess let's start with the red.
I'm actually in my bikini right now because I want to get into the pool.
You know what? Let me start with the guns. I wish I had a darker silver, but I'm going to be using Vallejo white aluminum. Score by M. Does anybody else never put water anywhere near their airbrush? What? Because you might knock it over? I don't know why you'd avoid...
Dr. Wom 1023. I promise I am high.
I only want to watch it. I'll never get over when I dipped my airbrush into a cup as if it were a brush with one of the other airbrush videos, and that's how I lost my first airbrush. Ah, did you bend the tip? I can definitely see that happening.
Everybody hates a bent tip.
Mm-hmm.
God, what am I doing? Joseph Patton, what is a good airbrush kit for a airbrush noob?
I really like the Badger Patriot 105. You can usually get it for a little under $100. It's very, very good quality. It comes with a lot of different needle and nozzle setups. Easy to find parts for it.
What if you want something that's bad quality?
Bad quality? Honestly, I mean, if you buy something on like eBay China model airbrush, it'll probably get you going for a little while. Probably break after eventually. For compressors, don't buy anything expensive at all. Get one of those compressors that's like $70, $80. They're all exactly the same. I guarantee the really nice ones are also the exact same thing.
I don't know why you're so down on compressors.
All right, let's give this a shot.
Ooh, Joseph Patton. Thanks, I have a ton of terrain to paint. Yeah, the airbrush would certainly help a lot. Ooh, Scrub I am. Get a compressor with a tank. Do not buy one without.
Buy one without a tank. Who cares? It doesn't help. It runs. A tank, a small tank. All it'll do for you is the airbrush will run every other minute instead of continuously.
All the time.
And there, the one I bought. I mean, it depends on what you buy, but the one I bought was still kind of loud, and I found it more frustrating that it would kick on and kick off than just running every time I pull the trigger.
Wow.
In Crimson, there's a generic brand air compressor that sells for less than $100, comes with a tank to hold air adjustable up to 100 psi that you'll never need more than 30. The 100 psi is probably a little bit of fakery. It'll probably hold up to 50 or 60.
Yeah, but you don't need...
Yeah, you don't even... Yeah, you'll never... Maybe every now and then you'll crank it up to 60 to blast out a clog.
Right. Ian Leche, could I get an airbrush and just blow really hard into it?
Yeah, you can do that. You can get... Yeah, for sure. Yeah, put the hose in your mouth.
Again, that reminds me of the Cyanide and Happiness short at the dentist.
That's one of my favorites.
Where
I'll be right back.
The suction, they put the suction thing in a guy's mouth, and it's really just a guy sucking through the straw thingy. It's pretty good. Centric Line. Good evening, Nick and Jay. You're my in-car entertainment as you drive home from Star Trek set back to Las Vegas. Neat. Jedward, do you ever throw out older paints? I have a lot of paints I don't use, but I've been holding off on just tossing them. Any suggestions? I mean, are they bad? Like, are they too thick? Or are they, all dried up? 'Cause, I mean, I don't know if you need to throw them out if they're, unless you have like 1,000 paints and it's just too much. Ian Lachey, is Cyanide still making cartoons? I thought they were into video games. I have no idea. That was like a long time ago. Ooh, here we go. Scrub I am. Air can pulse without a tank. Painted without a tank for a year and hated the airbrush. But AS186 compressor off of Amazon and use the airbrush non-stop.
Interesting. I do know what you mean with the pulsing. You get that initial exact right PSI, and then it drops, and then it scooches back up. I've never really noticed on the user side of things. Maybe I didn't thin this enough. Although it's already kind of separating, which is kind of the nature of metallics.
Well, maybe if you used a compressor with a tank.
There, yeah. Then the paint wouldn't separate.
There you go. That's what I think.
Jake Dog, you both excited for the price rise? And are you both buying up the new FOMO for the old models? You know what? I totally did. I bought a whole bunch of old models. Just stuff that I've kind of had my eye on for a while. I got the Demon Prince of Nurgle. I got God, what else? I got the Orc with custom force field.
Oh yeah.
God, I don't even remember what I bought, which is a problem.
Jeez. Are we gonna have to have an intervention?
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, we have one like every week.
Uh-oh. There we go. Had a little cloggage. For some reason, I don't seem to have a Marco's accuracy yet.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
Phase McGoblin. I missed the old rattling as you airbrush. Where did it go? War game ramble. Yeah, I kind of missed the idling diesel engine noises of the old airbrush.
Mm-hmm. It's going okay, but I am getting a lot of little tiny particles. But you know what? This is the step one. So maybe I'll be able to... I think I'll have a little bit better accuracy with regular opaque paints than metallics.
That makes sense.
MH Ninjon had a video of constructing dry paint. Seems to be a huge pain, but not impossible. I agree. Definitely a huge pain, but not impossible. Got a lot of paint where I didn't want it. This is an experiment. Daniel Bear, I saw on Reddit that Games Workshop isn't happy that Duncan has his own paints and won't send him free minis anymore. Hope that's not true. He does so much for them. I'm surprised if they were sending him models before, but he has done so much for them. They did pay him, so there is that.
Yeah, that is true.
Gaming Guardian, airbrushing, sorcery.
Yeah. Airbrushing is cheating.
It is. I love cheating.
I don't know. It kind of makes you feel like you're cheating on the stream somehow. Maybe you have a secret stream that we all don't know about.
Ian Leche, I am Catascarius. I am Primaris. Probably. Yeah, I saw the weird thing. They sort of they softly discontinued a bunch of old Firstborn Space Marine models. They said that they're not being gotten rid of. They're being rotated out, which is kind of interesting. But they didn't give any sort of a timeline. Like, it would have been nice if they were like, yes, these models will be available in like the first quarter of every year, but we're not going to have them available all the time. But now what I kind of assume will happen is down the line they'll say, all right, this week for pre-order you can order these models and we'll make them for you. That's right. That's the deal. That's kind of what I expect will happen.
That kind of makes sense. Yeah, interesting.
But no official word.
Yes. As you know, that's how Games Workshop works.
Mm-hmm.
Gaming Guardians, Jay, thanks so much for your Kill Team videos. I found a box of Chaos Space Marines and said to myself, I need to watch Eons of Battle to see if I can use it. And I can!
Nice! Wargaming Ramble. Something tells me Duncan can afford to buy Games Workshop models now. Yeah, probably.
Oh no, does that mean that if we come out with our paints, they'll still not send us stuff?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have never gotten so much as an email from Games Workshop. Honestly, I would love a cease and desist.
This year is the year. We're gonna get one. Ah, we'd frame it, put it on
Absolutely.
It would be the best thing ever. I think we can do it.
I agree.
Brian Thompson, gotta get the FOMO going.
Steve, so what you're saying is that the Firstborn are going to the farm to live with my goldfish. Yes. I don't watch it. When they said rotating, I thought they meant removing data sheets like you would at a TCG. That I was kind of hoping that there are too many Space Marines. Yeah, there's way too many Space Marines. But nope, it seems like the rules are staying around, but the models are not going to be available for order. Oops. The only one I thought was a little surprising was the Death Watch Captain Cassius, because he's pretty new and he's plastic. But other than that, I'm like, yep, all of this makes perfect sense.
Maybe it's not selling well.
Yeah, it could be it.
See, there may not be diesel noises, but there's that.
Yeah, isn't that fun?
I feel like that's way more fun. It's like a little bubble bath. Power surge. Sounds like a bong. Does sound like a bong. I mean, how would anyone on the stream know what a bong is like? Sounds like. I'm telling all of your moms. Hey, Grandma's not going to be happy about this one.
Spitting? Should be okay. Let me try a little water through it.
War Game Ramble. Eons of Battle is the highest channel. Oh yeah. Ah, boy. J-Dog. I see bongs on TV. Ah. Power surge. I'm literally working and stopped because I thought Jay was ripping one on stream. No. That's on the Patreon only streams.
Yeah.
Which happens after this.
Metallics really they really get in there, and they don't want to get out.
No, they're poopy. Wargame Ramble. How do you think Jay paints so much?
Exactly.
Obsession. I think he rather enjoys it.
Mm-hmm.
Probably more than the average bear. And that bear in all contexts. I only want to watch it. Good old paint and bake.
Mm-hmm. All right, I was fairly accurate with that. Some areas definitely got hit, but should be okay. Let's see, what's next? Let me throw a dark blue onto the armor. Yeah, do it some ultramarine blue.
Jake Dog, you guys see Ninja and Miniac drunken mini painting. Next week, see Jay and Nick stoned mini painting.
Yeah.
That would be, well, number one, that'd be Jay paranoid in the corner, and then
Yes.
me just taking a nap.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it would be. And then Sean would have to film it because we both wouldn't be able to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, perfect.
Still a lot of metallic. Maybe that fixed it.
Foo Mark, we're going to Colorado. We can do it here.
The Wizard of Mev finally got my friend into 40k. He got into Tau. My heart went when he said all his models he wants are sold out. Yeah, a lot of the classic Tau stuff is sold out right now. The battle suits. Yeah, the Games Workshop seems to be having a little bit of trouble keeping stock.
And again, it's because they hate the fans.
They do. They really do. Just hate them.
Jake Dog, how you knows what that's going to be like? We've lived a life. We've lived the whole life. Michael Jorgensen found out about a new miniatures game, Conflict 47, and was saddened that all the models are metal.
Conflict looks kind of cool. It's like a pseudo historical, but it's all fake. Because there's like robots and werewolves and things.
That's fake?
Well, robots are fake. Werewolves are real.
Right.
There we go. That's a little something.
Ian Liche, are there more alien units in Tau besides Tau and Kroot?
Vespids. There's a unit called the Vespid Stingwing, which is a race of aliens who fly around and do stuff. I think they kind of have like anti-armor guns.
Goodness gracious. Hey, the Bandit, hooray, I'm actually off this Friday night. Woo!
Sweet. God, how am I going to airbrush some of this stuff? There we go. Doesn't that look like something? Celtic Nord. Tips. Next project is Stonecast Eternals. Stormcast Eternals. Joseph Patton. Vespid's got badass in melee in the new book. Still one wound, though. One wound. But, yeah. A lot of things are one wounds. Oh. Get a little tip dry action.
So, Mark, anyone else getting Toy Story 3 vibes from this? What?
What? I've seen that movie. I just don't get it.
So, Mark, I guess that's Toy Story 2? Still don't get it.
No.
You know, I have not watched Toy Story 2 that much.
Uh-oh. No paint's coming out. This needle nozzle setup does seem to like to clog. If any paint gets in the tip, like any little crusty bits, it's kind of a no-go. Oh, that kind of worked, though.
Krusty Bits is my porn name.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I know how to do this. I'm working on our Patreon terrain.
Rats, I got lots of paint on the gun.
MH, just the tip.
Just a tip. Investa Awesome Gators working on a cotton candy colored magenta and blue Sisters Army. Any base suggestions for them? I don't know. The base kind of depends on what the model looks like and what's kind of going on. If the model's really busy, maybe you want a more simplistic base. If the base is really busy, I feel like it looks best on a simplistic model. You can do it. I believe in you.
I don't believe in you. Icon the 7. What do you think about the new price increase? I think it's not increased enough.
I also agree. I think it should go up higher. It's not. We've had it too good for too long. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, if there's one thing that we can agree on, it's that it's way, way too cheap. I'm worried about him. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad.
I just got paint all over my face.
Brandon Enge. Jay, I'm working on my 6th kill team. Do you think an airbrush is really necessary for someone who doesn't want to play 40k? I feel like my technique is slowly improving.
No, an airbrush isn't a necessity. An airbrush is good at doing airbrushy things. Usually an airbrush is usually a speed boost, but if you're getting 6 armies done just with a brush, I feel like probably whatever you're doing works.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there are several egregious mold lines I missed. Come on, airbrush, I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in the heart of the airbrush. Power Surge. For cleaning the airbrush needle, I've been using makeup sponges, which I saturate with rubbing alcohol, then wipe the needle clean better than anything else. Yeah, that sounds like it would work great. Nothing's coming out.
Poopy. War Game Ramble. An airbrush is a convenience, except for the cost, the cleaning, and the maintenance.
Yeah.
Is exactly true.
I'm admitting defeat. I gotta clean it.
I love this. Why are you taking a fat bong rip?
Mm-hmm.
It's a little inappropriate to do that on stream.
There, it seems to have, I don't know, fixed something. Hey, and I still see little tiny particles of metallics. Yeah, that's part of the dangers of using regular airbrush paints in the airbrush is that it's hard to tell if there's little chunkies or not. There usually are.
Love little chunkies.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Ian Leche, bro, take a breath. Yeah, that bong rip was a little too intense, I would say.
Mm-hmm. There's probably too much water. Yeah, that was too much water. Icon the 7. Wait, are those Skitarii Vanguard heads on Scions? If they are, it's such a cool kit bash. Yeah, I have. That's what I have on there, and I think it looks great. I wonder what happens if I run kind of thin on the paints. Maybe that'll help a little. Come on,
lots of
airbrush.
things to beat. Jedward, did Games Workshop say the price increase is going to affect Forge World at all?
No, I'm sure it won't. They're kind of two different companies. So if Forge World says something, that doesn't mean anything about Games Workshop, and if Games Workshop says something, that doesn't mean anything about Forge World. Why are they two different companies? No one on this earth knows.
I think it's because they're committing fraud.
Mm-hmm. I hope so.
James Work Fraud.
James Work Fraud, miniature company in disguise. Alright, I feel like I'm being slightly accurate with the blue. And I can't wait to see what happens with the red.
Uh-oh.
Ian Leche, can I do kill team with my Black Templar Intercessors? Yes, you can make a kill team of 5 Assault Intercessors or 5 normal Intercessors. Fu Mark, what's your opinion on resin GW models? They're usually bad. I mean, they're usually like acceptable sculpts, but usually the quality is not that great. Most companies that produce resin minis produce way better resin minis than Games Workshop.
Nathan Robinson. Hey Jay, magnetizing my Centurions. Help me. It hurts.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a challenge, but once it's done, it'll be absolutely worth it. Ian Leche, to be honest, I think brushing is better than airbrushing. Oh yeah, I mean they both do different things and they serve their purpose. You can't do everything. You can sort of do everything with either. Some things you can do just with a brush, but you can do everything an airbrush can do with a brush, but it's a million times harder. Like if you really want to like if you want to object source light by just going psst, it's going to take a fair bit of time to recreate that with a brush.
Mm-hmm. Power Surge. Actually, quick question. Friend is interested in Deathwatch. He is a Xeno player. Are they an army or more of a kill team thing?
No, they're a full army. They have their own codex and everything.
And you can also play them in kill team.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go. I cleared the clog. Hashtag cleared the clog. Hope it's back. Ooh, I watched the 4th episode of Star Wars Visions, the anime show. It was really, really good. It was really good. I don't know. I think the first episode is still my favorite, but it was probably a close second.
Oh. Interesting.
I mean, it was no Book of Boba Fett episode 2. It was so good. Oh my goodness.
But Disney ruined Star Wars?
They did.
I don't get it.
Yeah, before Disney, not one Star Wars anything had ever been anything but perfect.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
You can say that again.
God, how am I gonna paint the red? This is like it's like I mean it's sort of accurate, but it's lots of overspray.
And so he gets as accurate as he can possibly get with the airbrush.
Mm-hmm.
And then what happens?
Then he So he does all of his base coating with the airbrush, and then he does an oil wash, and then he picks out the detail. Then he highlights with a paintbrush. But
Don't you think that highlight step is what fixes it?
No, because the highlights, it's not. It's he just paints like little lines and dots on the raised edges. But we'll see. Maybe the. I don't think that this is not working. It's just for some reason not exactly as awesome as Marco Frisoli.
Weird.
Which I don't understand. I watched a video, so how come I can't replicate it perfectly? Interestingly, he doesn't seem to use like actual wargaming paints. He used, what's it called? Maltol paints for all the airbrushing, and then inks, and then he used Liquitex for all of his acrylics.
Interesting.
The Quinn Star Wars is at its best when George Lucas came up with ideas and then other people used his ideas to make good stories. Nah. I mean, that's sort of true about, like, the movies, but there's so many great comics and video games that George had almost nothing to do with. Equal Monkey, I love the Tempestus Scions with berets. I was thinking about the beret heads, but with my lore, it doesn't quite work. Sternmerk, hey Jay, if I want to make a Tempestus Scions kill team, should I buy the Start Collecting or just the 5 Scion box? Thanks. It'll be cheaper to buy just 2 boxes of Scions, but not that much cheaper. I think Scions are $33 a pop, and then so that's almost $70, and then the Start Collecting is $80 if you can get it for a good deal. So if that Tarox Prime is worth $20 to you. Around $20, it's kind of worth it, but if you're just playing Kill Team, you don't need a Tarox Prime. If you think you might try to roll it into a full 40k army, then you might want that Tarox Prime, but then you're kind of talking about a much bigger investment in general. If you're good at selling things on eBay, that Tarox Prime is probably good, because then you can sell it. Wargaming Ramble. That's ridiculous. Marco masterfully painted an entire Necromunda team in 4 hours. There's no reason you can't do the same. Yes, yeah, probably some of the best painted models I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's 4 hours. Like, better than Squidmar, better than Goob, or better than Ninjon, better than Miniac. Yeah.
Gop Productions, good night. I have to paint tomorrow. My 3D prints.
Come on, Airbrush, you can do it. You can do it. Spit out paint. I only have one more model. Come on. There's something in there. Come on. Okay. This sort of worked before.
I like the bubbles.
Come on. Cloggy McCloggerson. Peter Blantastic, can the starter box of Tempestus Scions be combined with Kill Team Krieg for a 40k army? If so, that might make the box set worth it. Yeah, because the veteran guardsmen are just essentially just regular Imperial guardsmen. Come on. How is it occasionally? I mean, it's just because there's particulate. Yeah, okay, I gotta take it apart. Guy back at Toothbrush Bro. I promise a toothbrush won't unclog your airbrush. Ooh, although that might have just done it. No, there's something. I gotta pull it out. Fumark, have you performed the rites of the machine spirit's appeasement? No, I have not. That's really the issue here.
Oh yeah.
I didn't quite get all the paint out. But yeah, no, I guarantee it's just the Vallejo or dropper bottles. What kind of sucks is the tip just gets so much gunk and dry paint buildup that if one tiny little piece of particulate falls into the brush, you're kinda, it's just not gonna work. Ooh, I just pulled out a giant piece of dry paint.
Show the goo.
I already dropped it. Mark paperclip. Oh, don't. I would probably suggest not. Oh god, there's a lot of gunk. I wonder why I wasn't spraying. One thing I thought was really interesting in Marco's video painting those House Kate or Necromunda team is he pretty much used all of the colors of the color wheel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that guy knows what he's doing. He also he knows the language. Like when he's explaining what he's doing, he's really explaining what he's doing. He's not just like, I did yellow. You know, like another painting challenge, like another painting channel might do. And then I used some yellow paint to highlight the robes. There we go. Should be, good as new.
You should make a painting channel.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Hybrid99, I'm thinking about starting an Imperial Fist army. What should I get first? If you want to start slow, I would probably start out with 1 box of Intercessor Space Marines. If you want to kind of, if you want to go in full ball sack, then I would maybe suggest the one of the Combat Patrols. And you don't have to buy the Imperial Fist Combat Patrol. I actually don't think there is one. You can just pick whichever Combat Patrol you think comes with the best stuff, and then purchase that.
Wargame Ramble. Using all the colors in 4 hours.
I'd love to ask him about, because I wonder if does he count switching colors and setting up his palette, because that sort of stuff takes time too. And if it's literally like everything start to finish from sitting down to standing back up again with finished models is 4 hours, that is truly magical.
Does he have a video about his workspace?
Maybe
it's
little.
Perfect.
Yeah, that looks like there might be some gunky stuff in that little drop I just poured in. Lead vegan, not the Space Marine one, all monopose. No, it's not all mono. None of the only Combat Patrol that's monopose is the Vanguard detachment one. But even that one, it's monopose, but you can still swap out arms and heads and stuff. Super easily.
Kino's Marco also includes editing time.
A true god.
It took 4 hours to make the video.
There we go. That's something. That's something I can work with. Ooh yeah, fresh. Oh, it was so gunked before.
Wargame Ramble. Your channel makes painting look so much harder than Marco's does, though. That's why I dislike all of your videos.
Yeah, it does.
I dislike the videos too. So, Mark, I think the old Orc Boy models look better than the new monopose boys.
Are you sure that's just not the monopose talking? Because it's just not true. I mean, they got their booty out. They're really small. Unless you do some conversion work, the arms are all kind of like action man poses. The shooters are like hugging their gun against their chin, which you can barely attach the heads because of the weird way they hold the guns.
Yes.
But it does blow that the new the new ones are monopose.
Yes, it does. It's not good.
Because they haven't removed the old boys from the web store, though, I'm guessing we haven't heard the end of New Boys.
Yeah.
Because like usually what happens, they come out with the monopose stuff and maybe the start collecting of the Combat Patrol, and then it switches to a true multi-part plastic kit, and then that replaces whatever was there previously. But it didn't happen with the Orc Boys.
Right.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it's way over time.
Oh my god! Time flies when you're cleaning airbrushes.
Yeah, yeah. So we're gonna be switching over to our Patreon only stream coming up right now.
All right, everybody. We got merch. Yep. We've got tons of videos out this week.
Yep. We have a Patreon only stream going right now after we take a piss or whatever. And yeah, you gotta join that Patreon. You can actually call in and chat with us, which is a lot more fun than just typing in the chat. But anyways, we'll be back with another live stream tomorrow at 9 p.m. Central, so join us for that.
All right, everybody. Good night. Said the patrons.
Good night.